Shark Night 3D! Woo! Yeah! That sucked! Hey everybody, it's the Fricken Film Critic here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the movie Shark Night 3D. So Shark Night 3D, also available in 2D, is a story of a bunch of college kids who go up to a lake house one weekend only to discover that there are crazy hillbillies who have been putting sharks into the lake. Don't ask how they put them there, I don't fucking know. So if you do the math, horny college kids plus sharks plus a turd equals Shark Night 3D. To be honest with you guys, I could not wait to sink my teeth into this one. That's not true. Now, Shark Night 3D is a PG-13 horror film, which means no blood and no tits. The two things which made a similar film, Piranha 3D, so fantastic. Boobies in 3D and blood in 3D. Shark Night had neither. Think of Shark Night as Piranha if it were edited down for television, which will most likely never happen, and then add shittier actors, a somewhat weirder premise, and a cannibal hillbilly? I'm still not sure about the last one. I'm not sure who this film's target audience is, because this movie is just really bad. Like, in every way. If you're a horror fan, which is most likely this film's target demographic, then you won't be satisfied since this movie has nothing even remotely terrifying. Oh no, it's a computer-generated shark! If you're a horny teenager, hi, you'll be upset due to the lack of tatas. And if you're someone who just wants to see a good movie, well then, you're out of luck because this is not a good movie. Director David R. Ellis is terrible at making an even remotely creepy atmosphere, which is something which would at least garner some respect from your average film fan. But instead it felt like he really just didn't care and tried to make this movie campy. I don't know what his definition of campy is, but this movie sure as hell wasn't campy, it was retarded. His direction seemed to lack any skill or heart, which really shows when you watch Shark Night. All he really did was make a really shitty, and not to mention really boring movie. And may I ask who in the hell was in charge of deciding how these sharks kill people? I'll admit there are a few scenes where I said whoa, but solely out of the pure stupidity and sanity of what had just happened. There are literally scenes where sharks jump 50 feet in the air to attack people, and I'm at a loss here. It's enjoyable if you know what you're going into, but you know you're going into a piece of shit, and last time I checked, pieces of shit aren't very enjoyable unless that's some sort of weird fetish you have. The only way I'm assuming you can enjoy this movie is if you go in with a friend so you can laugh at how bad it is. But if you're going alone, you're going to cry due to all those minutes that you've just lost, only to find out later that day that you have a kid and you don't know what you're going to do with that kid. You're going to put him up for adoption? Are you going to keep him? Does he know to call you Papa? And the next morning you'll have forgotten that you've even seen Shark Night 3D. In other words, it's forgettable and it's just really bad. I give Shark Night 3D 0.5 out of 5 stars, due to the lack of heart and soul. So if you like this review and you want to see more reviews from me, click that little button up there that says subscribe. That'd be pretty cool, and I would know, because I'm not just cool. This is my imitation of a college frat boy! Woo! Woo! I'm freaking awesome.